Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. We are here with Alliance War Season 35, Number 6, and ISO8A has matched up against SAS, which is our third Masters Alliance we've matched this season. In 6 wars, I believe it's been 2 Platinum 1 alliances and a Platinum 2 or 3 alliance. And we don't have many fights today. We have another boring war. Actually, we have 3 really boring wars in a row. This one was not boring in the sense of the quality of the fights, but boring because I only have 5 fights, and the next war I only have 3 fights again, which means in the last 3 wars I've had 11 fights, which is just pathetic. We actually have the team today of Falcon, Hercules, and White Magneto. Now, originally I was the team that's assigned the team of Falcon, Kingpin, and Hood. And yeah, I was not doing that. I do not use Kingpin. And I thought I had made it clear that Kingpin was a defensive rank up, but apparently not, because they assigned me Kingpin. So I said, I'm not using Kingpin. So I looked for alternative champions to do the fights, and Hercules was not banned, and he could do the 2 fights that I had assigned for Kingpin. There's not actually a massive problem, but Hercules is going to do the fights about 2 times faster, and way, way safer. He's just a way, way better option for all of the fights. So first up, we have this Mr. Negative. And the only real goal of this fight was to... Excuse me. The only real goal of this fight was to get 2 charges for Hercules so that I could start the next fight at 2 persistent charges. I'm going to throw on an invuln just in case, but I am pretty good at fighting Mr. Negative. I don't really think he's a very good defender. And this node doesn't really do much anyways. So I think I'm going to get my parry heavy off the start. Yep. And then now I'm going to look to land an intercept. I'm probably just going to land the intercept. Yeah, there we go. With light attacks right there. And then here I'm able to go for my special 1, so I do an SP1 intercept. And he's already down to 63%, so we're doing pretty well. I decide I'm just not going to let him throw a special. I'm just going to kill him first, so I'm going to go parry heavy here. And I am actually just going to kill him right here. So, right, beta heavy, and he's dead. Very, very easy fight. Nothing to worry about there. And Mr. Negative goes down. This fight wasn't specifically assigned to me because it wasn't actually assigned to anyone. It didn't say in the notes who was supposed to take it. But 2 of us had champions that could take this fight. Me with Falcon and someone else with, I believe, Mortal Abomination. And with Mortal Abomination, the plan would have been to get to a special 3, throw a heavy attack, and then throw your special 3. Because, of course, the Acid Wash is a passive, and the debuff immunity wouldn't matter. But what I'm doing here with Falcon is I locked on, and then I knocked... I locked on, and then I knocked him down. And that's just going to prevent the protection from coming back for the rest of the fight. The only way it would come back is if I were to knock him down without being locked on. But I don't do that, and my SP2 leaves him at 1%. So I'm just trying to bait out a heavy, and then he's dead. Very, very clean 40-second fight. And now this, like, that Mr. Negative with Kingpin would have been sketchy, but it wouldn't have been as sketchy as this Knull with Kingpin, which was the main reason I was assigned Kingpin. And Hercules is just by far the best option for this fight. And when he's not banned, you should send him. So I am able to do all 3 of my last fights here. Excuse me. So I am going to be boosting up just to clear the last 3 fights. And we do actually have one fight that gets pretty sketchy in this war, as it says in the title. So I'm using 30%. At this point, the war was already won. But I still don't want to die, so I'm going to use the 30% I have. I'm going to be running CAV-EQ later today, like literally a half hour after I record this. So that I have boosts for the last, for the back half of the season, but the 30% boost. But for now, we're just going to be taking this Knull. Not really too much to worry about. So here, I don't even realize what? Oh yeah, I backed out by accident. Oh no, I was backing out because when the pre-fight symbol originally didn't apply, I wanted to make sure it was there. And then we're going to be throwing on an SP1 boost for this fight, and then a invuln for the last 2 fights. Not really much to say here. Just throw on the advanced power boost. You want to get up your cruelties as soon as possible, and then later you are going to get your you want to get your precision as soon as possible, and then you're going to get your cruelty as soon as you get to level 2. So here, right off the start of the fight, going to dash back, going to get my intercept. Now, of course, he is going to have the Big Fury the entire time because of the debuffs from his SIG ability. But this is actually, it's either not a SIG 200 or just all 16 didn't apply off the start of the fight because he's supposed to start you with 16, not 15. And I was just landing parries here because I didn't really want to worry about landing intercepts, and then here he just dies. So very, very clean fight. Obviously it could have been a lot better because obviously I took hits. I took 4 hits, but still pretty nice fight. And this is the fight that actually gets pretty scary. This is going to be Ebony Maw on Path 9, Section 2. And I think the best counter is definitely Thing, like by far it's Thing. But Falcon is pretty okay for it. Now, like I said, it is going to get sketchy, but it wasn't really an avoidable thing. So you see here, I'm swapping to an invuln boost. Just because this isn't really a fight you want to burst down. It's a fight you want to take slow. Now, of course, we're going to have Ebony Maw building his tongue charges, whatever they're called. And we do actually do good damage when we hit him. But the problem is that for most of the fight, we won't be able to hit him. So here I want to land a reparry, land a heavy attack. I got my heavy attack, which was perfect. But unfortunately, he doesn't throw the L1, so now I have to wait out the entirety of my locked on before I can hit him again. In hindsight, I probably should have heavied him there and just ate the damage. But there, he doesn't let me reparry. And then here, he doesn't let me reparry again. So I'm just going to do a 5-hit combo, bait out the special one. There, if I charged a heavy, I could have let it off late, and it would have been fine. There, you actually can dash back, or sorry, you can dash in after a heavy attack when he is an L1, because I know the animation, and I know that you have enough time to recover and throw to dash back if he throws it, sorry. So here I really need to land a parry, but he's just not letting me land a parry. And then here I'm going to throw my L2, and my L2 is actually going to miss because I threw it like a half second late. Here 10 seconds left, and he's building up his charges. I'm actually going to counter this L1 with a heavy to stop his charges from building, and now all I need to do is get locked on. So that was a fight where pretty much everything that could go wrong according to RNG did go wrong, but I kept my composure and I stuck to the plan of my fight, and it worked out. Now this is a very easy fight. I didn't need to heal, but I'm just being safe. And also that was Dreamin's Ebony Maw. So now we're up for this Spider Ham, and this is a really easy fight because your locked on is actually going to be longer because it is a science champion. And I believe this guy dies in the first locked on, I think. Also, he doesn't put his SP1 debuffs on you when you're locked on, which is pretty cool. Oh no, here, yeah, and then I go for my L2, which kills. Yep, perfect fight. Nice, sweet, and that's it. That's my war. Like I said, only had 5 fights, not the most entertaining war. I put my my third white Magneto on another fight, and then Vern was watching my fights, and he said, "Good job, Sam." And we won this war 6-20. Now, obviously, not the greatest war for us. It's definitely above our average deaths per war. I'd say our average is around 4. But we still won, and SAS just wasn't doing very well. They died, I think it was like 4 times in their first 20 fights, and then they just didn't really improve from there. But GG's to SAS, and we are now 6-0 on the season. As of this war, we are in 3rd place with only GT40 and MIBR ahead of us. And yeah, sitting in top 3 is pretty nice for now. We are 6-0 on the season. Our death total is at 1. Still that stupid hit monkey. And my PSR is at 28 out of 29, or 97%. It's like 96.55%, but we always round either up or down, so it's 97%. And my deathless streak is at 22. So that is going to be all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.